everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing tonight? Well, the reason why I'm making this video is a few days ago, a friend of mine helped me get some Mary Jane, and I got, I think, 3 strains. One strain's called Lion's Mane. That's the strain I'm going to do tonight. Then I have another strain called Lemonade. And then I got another strain, which I don't know what the name of it is, but it was a guy that came into my job, and he talked to one of my friends, and he sold her some for a pretty decent price, and she gave me a couple buds of it. So I don't remember the name of the strain. I don't even think he told her about it, or what the name was. So it's a no name, but it's pretty good from what I've already tested. This is my cold brew. I've got coffee, milk, sugar, some chocolate syrup, and a little bit of whipped cream on top. I prefer cold brew. I like hot coffee too, but usually only in the morning time or when it's really cold outside. And right now, even though it's like November 13th, it's not that cold outside here in Oklahoma yet. So we're like, I think today's high was like 71, 72 degrees. Tomorrow, the next 2 to 3 days, we're supposed to be really nice weather. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, this is my bubbler. I cleaned it out this morning. So as you can see, it's got a lot nice clean water in there. I've got it loaded. And I got Lion's Mane is what I've got loaded in there. And we're about to take a hit, and then I'll try to tell you how it tastes. And I'll try to explain to you, you know, the flavors and etc. You know, I'm not like that well versed on doing strain reviews or anything, but we'll give it a go. And being that I've been at work since 1:30 this afternoon, and the last time I smoked was probably about 12:30 this afternoon, about an hour before I had to be at work. So I've had plenty of time for what I'd smoked earlier in the day to wear out of my system. So this definitely will be a true review. It tastes very... I don't know what the word is for it, but it tastes good. What's funny is whenever I lived here in Oklahoma up until 2012, me and my husband Daryl, we used to watch people on YouTube all the time do strain reviews on, you know, weed. And they were usually from Colorado or California, I think. And we knew we were getting ready to move to Colorado. And I knew I could get my medical card because I'd had a knee surgery and everything like that. So I knew I was going to be able to get it. So when me and Daryl would watch these people do their reviews, we're like, man, we can't wait to smoke some of that killer bud. You know, because they'd show pictures of it and pictures of the bud and stuff. Unfortunately for me, I would show you what it looked like, but it's shake. Most of it's shake, but you know, there's like a few popcorn nuggies in there. Most of the nuggies I've already found and brought them up to the top, and I utilize them in the bottom of my bowl, and then put the shake on top of that. But yeah, it's just your basic weed, you know? That's it. Now, if you want to see a bud, I'll show you a bud. And I'll probably have to show this bud to you again when I do a review on it. Unfortunately, I broke this one this morning. I broke it apart this morning. It was a lot bigger up here on top. It was probably up to about here. Had a pretty decent size tip on it there. But yeah, this is some nice weed, dude. This is the type of bud I like. But to buy this kind of bud here in Oklahoma, you're going to be spending, you know, over $100 for an ounce of this. The ounce that I got, a shake, $15 for an ounce of shake. Versus over $100 for an ounce of, say, bud, like that. So, you know, I'm not a rich woman or anything by any means. So, I'll take what I can get. I'm going to say it has an earthy taste, but not too earthy. And I don't know the parents of the lion's mane, so I don't know where the genetics of the lion's mane come from. I guess I should have did a little bit of research on that before I made this video, but maybe I can look the information up and put the information in the description box on who the parents are of the lion's mane. There's so many strains out nowadays, it's pathetic. But I would say I'm more of a sativa girl versus indica. Indicas, they put me out. They put me in the couch. They give me no motivation at all. Sativa at least gives me motivation to get shit done. And I like hybrids too. I like hybrids because they get me motivated to get things done as well as they take away some of the pain. That's the thing I like about indica or CBD is it takes away my bodily pain. But the indica just knocks me out to where all I want to do is just go to sleep after I smoke it. Whereas with my sativa, you know, I'm wide awake on that stuff. Gets my mind a-rolling and everything like that. But yes, this was called lion's mane. And I'm going to give it, you know, definitely going to give it a thumbs up. For sure. I've never given any kind of weed a thumbs down in my life. If it gets me high, it's good. The only weed that I would ever, you know, call bunk weed would be bunk weed if it didn't get me high. It's really strange. It's some weeds, like, I can immediately feel it in my head when I smoke it. And then there's other weed. It takes a little while for me to feel it. But I might not feel it the way I'm used to feeling it, you know, in the past. I mean, it's crazy. It's hard to explain. I feel it. I feel like I need to do something. I need to talk. I need to get up and do whatever I need to do. Or I sit here and wind up vegging out, you know, on the phone and on social media. Booby Tooby Streets, face crackling. And then I'll like check my email. Messenger, I do that. I do have an Instagram, but I don't Insta. I do not have a TikTok. I refuse to get a TikTok. But yeah. So I'm basically just a Facebooker and a YouTuber. And that's probably all I'll ever be. Now, if some new social media sites open up and they're cool and everybody flocks there, then I might check it out. But until then, I'm comfortable doing it this way. You know? I'm comfortable having an outlet, you know, where I can come and just be myself. Because that's all I've ever wanted to be. That's all I ever am is myself, you know? but a place where I feel like I can be myself. Because sometimes out in society, you don't really feel like you can be yourself. Because if you are your true self, then some people are going to look at you and go, what? You know what I mean? And I do work in the public eye. So I have to maintain, you know, this persona per se. You know, not that I'm not a friendly person, because I am a friendly person. You know, most of the people that come up to my line, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? You know, and depending, I might chat with them while I'm checking their stuff out, and sometimes I don't. Just depends on the amount of stuff they have, I suppose. And then I tell them to have a good day, a good night, whatever the case may be. You know, good afternoon. Hey, you have a good afternoon. Hey, you have a good evening. Yeah, hey, you have a good night. Come and see us again. Thank you. Even though I might be dog-ass tired, I still gotta put on this smile and happy, and sometimes that can get draining too. Anyway, it's been a little over 2 weeks since I moved in my apartment. I haven't got my bed yet, which I'm kind of getting annoyed by, because she messaged me yesterday and said, oh, there's a possibility we'll deliver your bed to you. Well, I came home, it wasn't here. I messaged her today and even told her, hey, you don't even have to put it together. You can just bring it over and I'll get it put together. Or if you need me to, I'll come pick it up, you know, and bring it home and put it together, you know. I mean, I might have to get my son-in-law over here to help me, but I've got the means, you know. I do have people that can help me with these things. So, yeah, I messaged her today, but I still haven't heard nothing back from her. I told her I'm off the next 3 days. I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it would really be nice to get that bed that you said you're going to give me. I figure if she hasn't given it to me by the time I go back to work on Friday, I'm just going to call my mom and go ahead and try to make arrangements to get the futon, I suppose, and utilize that as my bed. Or I might rearrange my living room, because I'm still kind of hoping that I get that bed that my landlady said she'd give me. I still might go ahead and see if my mom still wants me to take that futon off her hands. I just have to rearrange my living room somehow, some way. I'd probably have to put the futon over on this wall. And then this couch, I'd probably have to move over to my other wall here. And then I'd have my futon on this wall. And then I wouldn't have anything on this wall behind me. I don't know. I've got to think about that. I got to think about how I would arrange it if I was to get that futon in here. Anyways, I'm just being me and doing me and making a video about much and nothing, basically. But I figured I'd make one because, you know, some people might like to look at me and listen to me and whatever. And there are other subject matters that I would like to make videos on. I just don't. Sometimes I think about it and I think, you know, I really don't have the time, the effort, the energy to do it, you know. Sometimes I think some of these subject matters that I could speak on just goes in one ear and out the other anyway. I mean, real change comes about when you change yourself. That's the only way this world's going to change. For the betterment is if people start changing themselves and bettering themselves and working with themselves instead of relying on others. You know, instead of relying on others, instead of relying on supposed entities outside of ourselves. And because, you know, right now I don't even really know what to believe anymore. I don't even know if there is a God. a creator, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we've just been programmed that there was a creator, right? Doesn't make it reality, doesn't make it true. Do we have any proof that, we came from some supposed being in another dimension or realm somewhere? I mean, there's all sorts of stories and stuff of people dying and coming back and talking about their near-death experiences. And they're all talking about basically the same kind of experiences, just in different ways. Different perspectives given to them. However it is that they need to see it, I suppose. Myself, I've never had a near-death experience, but I have had an out-of-body experience. So, I guess I need to make a video on that. So, who knows? Maybe I'll overwhelm my channel this week with a few videos, or at least a video a day. I've got 2 more strains that I can do reviews on. I say reviews, I basically just mean I'm going to sit here and smoke it and talk about it, That to me is a review. Talk about how it tastes, talk about how it makes me feel. Which right now, I'm not feeling any pain. I'm feeling pretty good. But anyways, I'm getting ready to get off of here so I could smoke a little bit more of that and chill out and catch up with my subscriptions and stuff, because as soon as I came home tonight from work, I immediately basically unpacked everything. I bought some drinks at work, so I took them out, put them in the refrigerator. I unpacked my backpack, got everything out on my table that I needed. Basically started getting undressed, getting out of my work clothes, and then I just decided, I'm just going to go and take a shower right now. I knew I was going to take a shower tonight. I just figured I'd wait, but I figured, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it and get it out of the way. So I'm all nice and clean. I don't have to worry about it. So then I basically got out of the shower, got dressed, folded up some clothes over here that I need to put up later. Had my candle going, got my cold brew out. And decided to, do this video while smoking some weed. Because I've been talking about it in my head to myself. And even another friend of mine, that I was going to make a video and smoke some weed and make a video about it. She said, go for it. So, hey, everybody, to all my sister nugs out there, you all know who you are. If you got it, smoke it, why not? I love Mother Earth. I love Mother Nature. I love Mary Jane. Mary Jane will never, ever do you wrong. She'll never leave you. She'll never lie to you. She'll never cheat on you. That's why I like my friend Mary Jane so much. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful day, whatever the case may be, wherever you are on this earth. And peace, love, nugs, hugs, and we'll catch you on the next go around.